Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video, I thought I'd have a thoughtful discussion about has the EU or has Brexit broken the coin market? It has been brought up to me a few times. It was mentioned in a prior comment. I have spoken to a few people about it, and it's a very kind of nuanced topic, a very complex topic. There's a lot going on, so if I miss anything out or anyone wants to add to the discussion, feel free to drop a message. I'll always try and get back to people. In the past, I haven't managed to do so, but now I'm doing less on the coins due to obvious reasons. I've got more time to kind of dedicate to YouTube, and I actually enjoy talking to people on YouTube. So yeah, did Brexit break the coin market? Interesting topic, huh? There's going to be people on the left and people on the right, and there's going to be people central like myself. I am quite moderate in most of my views. For any of you that don't know, I'm a social capitalist, so I'm probably on the right, but leaning more towards the middle. It's a difficult one. Like in terms of gold, I think the gold market's still thriving. I think the gold market was always going to thrive because of how London has positioned itself. There has been less choice. Premiums have maintained. I'm not going to include at the moment. I think because we're going to the summer, it'll be more definitive after the summer. We will find out. Typically, over the summer, it dies down and it does become a buyer's market anyway. But in terms of bullion gold, it comes in, it goes out, but we're seeing less of the international coins. Now, some of these coins still maintain a premium or maintain a good premium. You look at pre-33, it still does well. You look at the South American, still does well. Japanese coins, you find them, they're going for a premium, not a problem. But less is entering the market. You look at stuff like Perth Mint, we're seeing less of that. But is that a Brexit issue? I don't think so. I think to import, it's difficult. There's only a few players in the country that do import these types of products because of how prohibited legislation is. So I looked into importing gold after Brexit, and it's not just you need certain paperwork. You also there's like special things that HMRC look into. It's also you've got to pay for the insurance, and unless you need like a special insurance when you import it via the like UPS and companies like that. Unless you're importing millions and millions, they're not really that interested. I think I was quoted 2% on insurance. The margin isn't there for gold, which is a soft no, realistically, isn't it? In terms of the larger stuff and the smaller stuff, so your 1 ounces all the way down to your 10th ounces, the market has become tiered. It has become fragmented. Again, we're going to know towards, as we approach August, September, whether or not that will pick up or not. And also, I trade in a very small section of the market. So when there's more traders chasing people's money, premiums kind of get smaller. They have to, because otherwise it's not going to sell. And when you're working on a live price, you need it in and out in terms of bullion, unless you're stacking it. So the semi-numi type of gold, I used to order from a place called Gold Silver, and they're a Belgian outfit. They've got very mixed reviews. Some people absolutely love them, some people absolutely loathe them, but they were probably one of the best in Europe in terms of what you could order online. That's not to say there aren't other dealers. I used to use another dealer in Iberia. He was absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, we cut ties. In in terms of their offering, it seems like it's still thriving in terms of gold. Their offering has got bigger since I started using them. There's also lots of smaller gold that we're kind of missing out on. There's a current trend where a lot more of, I call them the secondary mints, where they're not your big minting houses like your Royal Mint, or you know where I'm going with this. They're bringing out more tenths and more quarters. So you're getting, for example, Congo. They've just released a 10th ounce gold coin. There's going to be more and more players like that on the market. I don't personally believe that will hit the UK because of Brexit. I think being part of the union, it opened a lot of doors in terms of those types of coins. We're not going to see them, or if you do see them, they're going to be very few and far between. Someone would have bought them abroad and brought them over, so you're going to see a small handful of them. So overall, I think the market is still kind of abundant in terms of gold because of our positioning in the world. But in terms of variety, collectability, your semi-numi gold, that's a bit of an issue. Now, numismatic gold isn't a problem. You go to an auction house. These auction houses are big. They've got a lot of money. They've long since sorted out the issues of import export. You're not going to have problems getting singular coins over if you import it from the States from one of the big boys. So semi-numi, I don't. Numismatic, I don't really see a problem with that. Now, in terms of silver, I think Brexit has impacted. I think it's impacted in two big ways. Firstly, most of the coins you see now, they are your big mint bullion coins. You're talking your maples, your eagles to a lesser extent. There's just less eagles on the market in the UK. I don't know why that is. I'm always happy to see them. Your Brits, your fillies, again, seeing less fillies. That could be a possible reason for Brexit, or a possible result of Brexit, sorry. It's the semi-numi market that's been absolutely creamed. So you're seeing the big mint coins, but also the premium is more expensive. This isn't a problem in itself because it's always been premium in and premium out. So what has happened is the price has shifted up, but when you come to sell it, if you sell it peer-to-peer or you sell it to a dealer like myself, we're going to pay you more for it. That's not a problem. In Europe, it is cheaper. You go to gold, silver. I use them as an example because they're one of the biggest. I think you could pick coins up. I think it was $22.30, $22.40 a coin if you bought a monster box. That isn't where the price is now. You're probably looking at £24 to £25 a coin. But when I come to buy, it's a pretty simple transaction for me. I'm paying 3 over and putting £3 on top. So the spread is 6 over. Now, in terms of the semi-numi coins, I think Brexit has had a huge impact because the variety isn't there. So when I look at the types of coins I used to trade compared to the types of coins I trade now, I deal more with the bullion proposition rather than the semi-numismatic collector side. It's not because I don't want to deal with it. It's because in my mind, it's been decimated because there's a lack of choice in terms of what people can buy, and that's filtered through to now. So whereas before I would see pandas all the time, rarely see pandas on the groups, just don't see them. I would see coins that were minted for the Caribbean, like the Rum Runners series, don't see them. Even the Perth Lunars, seeing less and less of them. I think it's only Atkinson's in the UK that sells them, maybe Chards as well, but there's not many of the dealers that are selling them. I'm not saying that people have given up on them. I'm just saying that it's less visible for people now, so people don't typically have them, and the margins have been depressed on them. They've come down. The price that people are willing to pay have come down, and maybe that's because they realise they can't collect a full set. Maybe that's because there's not a lot of money at the moment, but this has been a trend for a while. I've always said that semi-numismatic will come good. I still believe that, but if I can't get my hands on it, I can't really keep an eye on the pricing. I could be wrong. I've got £2,500, £3,000 worth of semi-numi coins. At the moment, if I was to sell it, I'll be taking a £500 haircut on them. I could take a haircut on them, that's fine, but I think they will come good. So yeah, I think in terms of gold, like your bullion gold market's fine. Your international coin market and your semi-numi market has suffered, I believe. In terms of silver, I think the bullion market is fine, but you're lacking in variety, and the premiums have changed. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing that they've changed because of the spread just moving, but I do think it's bad in terms of consumer choice. We shall see. Give it another year, it might change again. We don't know. Maybe some of the big dealers will be like, we want to get this in. It's going to bring more people in, and someone can specialize in that. Now, there's a dealer I deal with occasionally. He works predominantly with international gold coins. His business is thriving by the looks of it. I haven't spoken to him about it, but looking at his offering and how many coins he's offering, it's clear to see that there is a want for these types of coins. But in terms of the supply into the UK market, it certainly has taken a hit for sure. Anyway, if anyone agrees or disagrees, feel free, drop me a comment. I am more than up for having my mind changed on a lot of things. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.